This is the King, Triple H, and this is an episode of NXT Takeover in your house. Enjoy the show because it is brought to you by Wheels of Fury. Yes, this is gonna be the best. And now, I want all of you to witness me, Matt, and Killer Kyle. It's gonna be a good time. And now, there is only one question, and one question only. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready? Hey! Who the hell are you? Answer me, punk! I said, who the hell are you? Hey! What are you doing? Get the hell off of me! Out of me! Stop! And now that fucker is out of the way, now you can enjoy Killer Kyle and me Matt at Wheels of Fury. You are enjoying the show. I hope, anyways. Yeah! Hey, me Matt here, and this is Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury, and today we talk about NXT in your house.
Yeah, it's something that NXT just recently started doing, and of course, in your house was very big during the 90s.
Yeah.
We talked about a few in your house shows. We just did In Your House 95, Mother's Day Madness.
Yeah, just about that.
One or the other. And we talked about Calgary Stampede 1.
We talked about St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yes.
We did a bunch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and of course we talked about last year's NXT in your house. So this should be a good show. Obviously, we're going to probably see Todd Pattingale again.
Well, probably.
So, this is going to be a good show, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think that, it's always going to be interesting to see what they do, old school wise. We already saw the vignettes from voiceover to Lord Alfred Hayes last year.
Right.
Obviously, Todd Pattingale.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It should be a good show, too.
Yes, and the set has pretty much been very similar the last couple of years to what they used to do.
Yeah.
Have a house and a garage on the side.
Yeah.
The garage is your entranceway.
Exactly. Yeah, that was always interesting about these shows.
Yeah.
Kéline, Aïda, Sacha,
Started off
Irouane,
with the
Mathis.
North American Championship. There's a rematch. Obviously, we have Cameron Grimes taking on Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. At NXT last show, Cameron won the North American Championship in a three-way. It was Cameron, Sol Sika, and
Yes.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yes.
And Now we're into a one-on-one with Carmelo and Cameron. I don't see Cameron losing the title.
No, I mean, once again, he just won it. He needs a little bit longer with it. I don't see the point in having Carmelo recapture the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Cameron's gonna win for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a given.
Yeah, pretty much.
Clémentine, 1977, 2013. Gabriel, 1900.
The NXT Tag Team titles. The NXT Tag Team Champions. Pretty deadly. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson versus the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius. I really hope they put titles on the Creed brothers. I mean, it's a big fucking time.
Yeah, we've been wanting that forever, and I mean, Pretty Deadly, unfortunately, I don't watch enough NXT UK, but obviously they have that look.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing. And yeah, the Creed brothers should win, because I mean, look, we've been wanting that forever. It didn't happen last time, and so I think they need to become the champions finally.
Yeah.
Where that goes from here, I don't know. Let's have maybe a lengthy feud.
Yeah.
It's Pretty Deadly. I mean, they're also very good wrestlers,
Oh,
in
yeah.
my opinion, so...
The way things have been going over the last several weeks, it looks kind of as if, like, Diamond Mine is slowly falling apart at the seams, so to speak.
Well, yeah, there's that rumor that Roderick Strong is going to make his way to AEW. Obviously,
Stokely Hathaway?
yeah, he made his debut,
Yeah.
so... Obviously, I didn't watch him in the Indies, but anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, Roderick can follow suit. And so, yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate because Diamond Mine was a very good team. A stable, if you will. But, yeah, they're falling apart, unfortunately. Just like Hit Row, this was kind of a short stint. So, I mean, that being said, yeah, Creed Brothers should pick up the victory.
Maybe that'll do something, get Diamond Mine back in a good direction.
Yeah, I mean, if they still exist, I mean, that's remaining to be seen. But yeah, I would think that would be a good idea.
Or what's to say if Roderick Strong eventually does end up leaving WWE and going over to AEW, what's to say you can't have, you know, the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile still as a faction, although, I mean, Ivy's been doing her own thing separately.
Yeah.
You know, Roderick, well, the Creeds have been doing tag team stuff. They just recently did a program with the Viking Raiders.
Yes.
Now, there is a new guy in Diamond Mine. Him and Roderick just recently had a tag team match. So, I don't know where that's gonna go.
Right.
But, yeah.
Well, anyways. The tag team women's championship match. We got Toxic Attraction versus the team of Katana Chance and Keaton Carter.
Yeah, Katana Chance, Casey Catanzaro, and then, of course, Keaton Carter.
I must have missed something. Why the hell did they change her name?
No fucking idea.
Right, of course. Anyhow.
Maybe it was just easier to say Chance over Catanzaro.
We don't want any Italians in NXT. I don't know.
Don't tell Fabian Eckner that.
No.
Or the late Bruno Sammartino.
Yeah. With Tommaso. Well, sorry, Ciampa.
Yeah, Ciampa.
Anyways,
But, yeah.
I think it's time for... You know what? Fuck it. It's time for Casey and Katana or Keaton to win the titles. They've been around for a long time. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
That's kind of a given. Again, Toxic Attraction is a good stable.
Yeah.
And I mean, who knows what's going to happen. I just think that those two need their time to reign as the champions. So I picked those two despite the fact that I do love Toxic Attraction. And I still think that if they do have the titles a little longer, then we'll see what happens down the road.
Yeah. I do agree. Put Katana and Kaden over. I mean, they've been a fairly hot tag team since being in NXT. They haven't really done anything for the last little bit, and then they just re-emerged.
Yeah.
And they've got a women's tag title shot. It's like, alright, whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, it should be a good match and nonetheless.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The NXT Women's Championship. Yeah. Mandy Rose defending against Eddie Chu. I honestly don't buy Wendy being women's champion. Katana and Kaden, I buy as your NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Wendy Chu, though? Eh. I mean, would it be funny? Fuck yeah, it'd be funny. Buyable? Nah, not so much.
Like, when the fuck did they decide to give gimmick wrestlers, superstars, whatever you want to call it, the title? A title shot, if you will. Wendy Chu, as talented as she is, as creative as she is, yeah, I don't see her as a reliable champion, a good champion. You know, you have someone like Mandy Rose, a woman who went from being a sex symbol in WWE with Dana Brooke, and then, of course, Sonya Deville. You have her come into NXT. She changes her look. She can wrestle her ass off. She's a believable heel. And then you want to put the title on somebody who basically wrestles in her pajamas and pretend like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't fucking get it. And I mean, that happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You take serious wrestlers and then you say, no, we can't do that in WWE. We gotta give it to gimmick wrestlers. It just is, it's pathetic. And that's why FTR split. It took a great team like Revival, and because they called themselves professional wrestlers, well, now they have to shave their ass and make a mockery of them. That's just this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Mandy Rose for the win. I mean, again, Toxic Attraction, still one of the best stables in NXT, women-wise, and I mean, Wendy will get it probably in the future, just not now.
I found out something rather interesting I didn't even put together until I was watching something on YouTube earlier. I was watching a Cultaholic news thing, and they were talking about Xia Li might be maybe going back to her gimmick when she was in NXT.
Okay.
And they said that Wendy Chu was Senshi, I think. Long hair and the face painted.
Oh, Kabuki?
Sitting in the chair.
Oh!
When it was Xia Li and Boa. Yeah.
Interesting. It's kind of like a Syrian thing.
Yeah. It's like, and to think about it, it's like, it actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't, like, she had the hair in front of her face, so you couldn't really see her face that well, but thinking about it, it makes sense.
Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope that works out somehow, but yeah, I'm still gonna pick Mandy.
Yeah. Mandy for the win.
Now we have Italy versus Mexico. We've got Tony D'Angelo
Hey.
with Channing Stacks Lorenzo and Tony 2 times Donovan versus the Ghetto del Fantasma. Of course, you know, Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wild.
Cruz del Toro, of course, is... the hell did they call him? Anyway.
Yeah.
There's an interesting, I'll call it stipulation, added to this match. You had Santos on a yacht with Cruz and Joaquin, and you got, of course, Tony and 2 times and Stacks. They're like, you know, we knew this is where it's gonna go. They brought up the other dude, can't fucking remember his name, and it's like, alright, how are we gonna end this? There's, you know, it's like, alright, we'll do another match. It's like, alright, but what's in it for us? It's like, alright, if Legado del Fantasma wins, then Tony Stacks and Dimes joins. Legado, if Tony wins, Legado joins Tony and the family, if you will. It's like, it was eventually more than likely going to end up being 6-man tag match. The stipulation is like, it sounds like magic.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see who's gonna win.
Kind of one of those things where you almost don't really even care.
Unfortunately, and that's true, because they're both good stables. They both represent their, well, country, so to speak.
Yeah.
And like I've always said, Tony D'Angelo is your typical classic, old school 90s WWF heel.
Yeah.
You know, you have the vignettes, you have him as this, you know, gangsta wise guy attitude, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, 2 dimes as a sort of 2 times knockoff of Goodfellas. So,
Yeah.
and then, you know, look at the Fantasma is, you know, you got Santos Escobar, the former El Fantasma.
And heel del Fantasma.
Yeah. And so, I mean, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, like Kyle said, I don't really care who wins.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, is it going to be a good match? Yes. Who's going to win? I don't know, and kind of don't really care.
Well, it's just sad because it looks like a good match. But,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I mean, that happens a lot, so...
2005-2010, Aziz, 78, disparu.
And the main event for the NXT Championship, we got a rematch again with Braun Breaker and Joe Gacy. If Braun gets himself disqualified, he loses the championship. Which is like, okay. Again, they've done this stipulation quite a few times, but it's like, it's not necessary.
No.
You could have had street fight,
Mm-hmm.
falls count anywhere, cage match, bare knuckle brawl, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
But like, if Braun gets himself disqualified, he loses the title, yeah, whatever the hell, nobody gives a shit. As far as the championship is concerned, I still think Braun's gonna retain again.
Well, unfortunately, that's true. It's not that I don't think that Joe Gacy is a terrible wrestler. He's not. I love the gimmick. I love the fact that he went to that dark place, you know. Obviously, Harlem leaving was a bad idea.
Eh.
Whatever. But again, it's like, yeah, I think Joe Gacy's gonna get a win at some point and get the title. But yeah, I still think that Braun's gonna win somehow. Even you have the stipulation like that, automatically know that it's gonna be the champion who's gonna retain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sucks, but that's just kind of the way it is. But,
Yeah, that, like, Joe Gacy's a really good wrestler. He's really divulged quite well into this mind game, mysterious, eerie, creepy, maniacal character. But there's just something about it that doesn't like feel like it'll fit.
right. Anyways, this has been NXT in your house. So tune in tomorrow. We have Hell in a Cell coming up.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for that. For me, Mount Killer Kyle. We will talk to you next time. Deuces.
Bye.